Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are going to start question number 3 of exercise 1.3 class 11 maths. Part 1 says 1 by 3 z square plus 2z minus 16 equals 0. To solve this equation, we have to first remove this fraction portion, and so we are going to multiply all of this equation with 3. When we multiply left hand side of this equation with 3, we are going to multiply all of these terms, and when we are going to multiply 3 with the right hand side, it becomes 0 multiplied by 3 and the answer is 0, so we are not going to write it. Okay, so 1 by 3 z square into 3 gives us this 3, and the multiplied 3 cancels, and so we get z square plus 2 into 3 is 6z minus 16 into 3 we get 48 equals 0. So z square plus 6z minus 48 equals 0. Okay, now there are three ways to solve a quadratic equation. First thing is to use these two formulas by this perfect square. It is a plus b whole square का भी हमारे पास एक formula है, a minus b whole square का भी है. But here it's not necessary कि हमेशा ये formulas complete हो रहे हैं, हमेशा आपको एक a मिल रहा हो, हमेशा एक b मिल रहा हो. So it is sometimes usable, sometimes it's not. So the other thing is, okay, first of all is quadratic formulas. These are not quadratic formulas, these are, you can say, completing square, yes. Okay, for one way is also quadratic formula, I'm going to explain it later, okay. The other way is midterm break, and the third way is by completing square. Okay, for completing square, we have done the previous question in this way. We have used these two formulas and we have completed all the squares and we have solved them. The other thing is midterm break. We have also done this in exercise 1.2, and one more way is quadratic formula. Not 1.2, it is 1.3 question number 1 for midterm break. Okay, and for quadratic formula we have used it in multiple times in exercise 1.2. So first of all, here we are going to see that if it completes a square or not. Everything completes a square, so that is not a question that it won't complete a square and what will do. So we have already practiced completing square much, so this time we are not going to use this way. We are going to use either of the two ways, midterm break or quadratic formula. Midterm break can be done only in some conditions. We have read those conditions in question number 1. So now we are going to try quadratic formula, because in this question those conditions are not met. Okay, let me explain it again. Here a equals 1, I am explaining midterm break. Okay, a equals 1, b equals 6 and c equals minus 48. First of all, we are going to multiply a with c, and the remaining term we are going to factorize it, and then those factors are added or subtracted to make the term b. Okay, here we get minus 48 into 1 is minus 48. This is a into c. Okay, now we are going to make factors of this term. What are the factors of minus 48 such that they make 6? There are no such factors. You know, what are the factors of 48? First of all, we are going to write those factors. 48, 1, 48s are 48, 2, 24s are 3, 16s are 4, 12s are 5, does not go for 48, and 6, 8s are 48. So none of the terms when added or subtracted make 6. Okay, so that's why this term is, and this way of solving a quadratic equation cannot be used over here. Okay, so then we are going to move towards quadratic formula, because we have practiced a lot for completing square in the previous question. You can also do this question in the with the method of completing square and recheck your answer with the answer I'll bring using the method of quadratic formula. Okay, for using quadratic formula, we have no restriction. We can use it everywhere, wherever there is a quadratic equation. And what is a quadratic equation? The quadratic equation is any equation that has the highest power as 2. Okay, highest power should be 2, and then it is a quadratic equation. And what does solve mean? I have told it in previous question as well. Solve mean to find the value of the variable used in the equation. Here the variable is z, so we have to find the value of z. Okay, now we are going to solve it using quadratic formula. Using quadratic formula, it is z equals, here the variable is z, so we are writing z over here. If the variable was x, we'd use x over here, okay? So z equals minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. Now z equals, we have written these a, b and c. So minus 6 plus minus square root of 6 square is 36 minus 4 into 1 into minus 48. Okay, whole divided by 2 into a is 1. Z equals minus 6 plus minus square root of 36 plus 48 into 4s are 192. Sorry, square root whole divided by 2. Now it becomes z equals minus 6 plus minus square root of 36 plus 192 gives us 2, 2 and 8 whole divided by 2. Okay, now we get z equals minus 6 plus minus 2 square root of 57. You will get this answer when you will take square root of 228 on your calculator, okay? Whole divided by 2. Now, z equals, we are going to take 2 common over here. So we get 2 into minus 3 plus minus square root of 57 whole divided by 2. Z equals minus 3 plus minus square root of 57. This is your answer. Now we are going to start part number 2. We are again going to do it with the quadratic formula method. First of all, we are going to multiply this equation with 2 to remove this denominator. So 2 into z square minus 1 by 2z plus 17 equals to 2 into 0. Now it becomes 2z square minus z plus 17 into 2 gives us 34 equals 0. Then the next step would be a equals to 2, b equals minus 1 and c equals 34. How do we find this a, b and c? A is the coefficient of the highest of the term with the greatest power, and then b is the coefficient of z, and c is the constant term, okay? So now using quadratic formula, so z equals minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac. This is the formula, okay? Whole divided by 2a. Z equals minus b gives us 1 plus minus square root of minus 1 square gives us 1 minus 4 into a is 2 and c is 34. Whole divided by 2a, and a is 2. So now it gives us z equals 1 plus minus square root of 1. Sorry, I should change the color. Z equals 1 plus minus square root of 1 minus, we get 272 with a square root on its head, and whole divided by 2 into 2 gives us 4. So z equals 1 plus minus 1 minus 272 gives us square root of minus 271 whole divided by 4. So this is your answer. Now we are going to do part number 3. So now we are moving towards part number 3, which is z square minus 6z plus 25 equals 0. So we are again going to solve it with the method of using quadratic formula. Here everything is in the numerator, so we don't need to divide or multiply something, and we have to find the value of a, b and c first of all. So here a equals 1, b equals, the coefficient of z is minus 6, so b equals minus 6 comma c equals, c is the constant term which is 25. So using quadratic formula, z equals minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac with square root and whole divided by 2a. Z equals minus b gives us 6, minus into minus 6 now, so it gives us 6 plus minus square root of minus 6 square gives us 36 minus 4 into 25 into 1 gives us again the same number, so we are not going to multiply with 1, okay? Divided by 2 into a gives us 2 into 1. So z equals 6 plus minus square root of 36 minus 4 into 25 gives us 100 whole divided by 2. So the next step would be z equals 6 plus minus square root of 36 minus 100 gives us minus 64 whole divided by 2. Z equals 6 plus minus. Now we are going to import a square root upon this minus sign and 64. So we get square root of minus 1 into square root of 64. Okay, whole divided by 2. Z equals 6 plus minus square root of 64 gives us 8, and square root of minus 1 gives us iota. We have read it a lot of times in our previous lectures. Whole divided by 2 remains as it is. So z equals, we are going to take 2 over, common over here, so we get 2 into 3 plus minus 4 iota whole divided by 2. They cancel and we get the answer as 3 plus minus 4 iota. This is your answer. Okay, now we are going to do the last part of question number 3. Okay, the part 4 says z squared minus 9z plus 11 equals 0. Again, there is nothing in the denominator, so we are just going to find the value of a, b and c. A equals, there is no coefficient written with it, so it is definitely 1, comma, b equals, coefficient of z is minus 9, comma, c equals, the constant term is 11. Now again, using quadratic formula, z equals minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. Now z equals, minus into minus 9 gives us 9 plus minus square root of b squared. 9 square gives us 81 minus 4 into a is 1. We are not going to write it, and c is 11. Okay, whole divided by 2 into a, 2 into 1 gives us 2. So z equals 9 plus minus square root of 81 minus 44 whole divided by 2. So here we get z equals 9 plus minus square root of 81 minus 44 is 37 whole divided by 2, yeah. So this is your answer. We are not going to solve it anymore because square root of 37 gives us no integer value. Thank you so much.